Kohala, Yahweh, Bahasham, Yahweh Shai, Bahasham, Rakah, Kadash. Double honors to the apostles and elders of the great millstone who do rule and teach well. Peace, blessings, salutations to the hopefully elect, Hakim and Akwath, out there listening, learning, keeping the faith and diligence of our Lord Yahweh Shai. So this is just a quick lesson to go into the man of sin. And these few articles I have are disturbing, all right? But yeah, the time that we're in now, the man of sin is definitely being revealed. And it's obvious, all right? Because they have a history of just being diabolical devils, you see. And they've always done the same thing, you know what I'm saying? They've always done just very satanic works, man, on this earth. And they're continuing the same thing today, you see. So this here, coming out of Israel, says Israel is using trained prison guard dogs to grape Palestinian civilian detainees. Now, these Palestinian civilian detainees, right? They're being detained because they've been deemed to not have a connection to Hamas, to terror, right? So they've been detained by the Israeli government. But in these camps, prisons that they've been detained in, they've been subject to all manner of just wickedness, torture, being denied, basic human rights, and this here as well, being taken advantage of sexually by dogs. You see, so look, this is why even the regular Edomite, they have a problem with the small hat, because even the regular Edomite knows that the small hats, that they're the devil. I mean, all of them are the devil. They all gonna be destroyed. But Amalek, man, they just top tier devil, man. Like, they don't hold back. They don't have no mercy. See, but this is what's going on inside of these prisons. And this has been going on since the very beginning. You see, the thing is now you have whistleblowers coming out and they're exposing the truth. But this has been going on for a very long time. So we'll get into some of this. This right here is just sick, yo. Palestinian civilian detainees have been systemically tortured with electricity, suspension, stretching, nail pulling in Israeli prisons, and have been raped by trained Israeli Defense Force dogs, according to multiple witnesses. And if they've trained these dogs to perform this type of act on the Palestinians, then you already know that them small hats over there, we already know how Esau get down. Esau getting down with them dogs too. This sadistic and barbaric torture is worse than anything seen before in the history of humanity. Are y'all hearing this? And this is from Ryan Grimm, the Intercept's DC bureau chief. So the crimes going on in these Israeli prisons that are sadistic and barbaric in nature is worse than anything seen before in the history of humanity. And who's perpetrating these things? It's the biblical Edomite. All right. So once again, this man of sin, this son of perdition, the vessels of wrath fitted for destruction, it's Esau. This is plain to see, man. I mean, nobody else is doing stuff like this. Nobody else has done things like this. It's one thing if you want to, beat somebody up to make them talk, or, you know what I'm saying, you want to starve them or something, or you want to throw some, cold water on their face. But this devil, he goes above and beyond. See, Esau, he's outside the box when it comes to wickedness. Like, this type of wickedness here is not no regular wickedness, man. Like, this is next level. See, this is why even the DC bureau chief had to say, listen, this is worse than anything ever seen before in the history of humanity, man. This is why these devils got to go. This is why Obadiah 1:18 is prescribed for Esau. Citing the Gaza Health Ministry, the report indicates that many detainees have told similar stories regarding the nature of the torture and the role of trained military dogs. Let's check this out.
منا احنا الثلاثة على أرض بطون ربطوا له ايديه ورجليه وأطلقوا عليه كلب. الكلب هذا مارس معاه الجنس جملة وتفصيلا.
He said the dog had X with him fully and completely. Like, what the hell does that even mean, man? Fully and completely? So hold on. So you mean to tell me, right, that these are small hats, these Amalekites, they trained the dogs in those prisons to sexually assault men, women, and children fully and completely? Listen, man, if you can't see that these people are the devil that the Bible speaks of, I don't even know what to tell you. The proof is in the pudding, man. Let's continue.
هذه اللحظة يعني كانت من أصعب اللحظات اللي أنا عشتها. تعذيب وكل اللي شفته كوم. والمنظر هذا كان كوم تاني. هو بأشر علي بقول لي يلا جهز حالك بعده. كنت أتمنى الموت في هذه اللحظة.
And that's the devil for you, man. All right, so they made and you know how Esau get down. Esau be watching that sick shit, man. Esau be watching it go down. And you even heard the man in the video. He said, cause he witnessed somebody else get assaulted like that, and then the guard told him that, hey, you next. So they was standing right there watching that shit, man. Yo, these Edomites are sick, yo. The Most High is going to destroy all these Edomites, man. And listen, it can't come soon enough, but this is what's going on. What we've heard from the detainees, there is torture with electricity as well as suspension and stretching, and there is also nail pulling. And the biggest affliction we have heard from some has been reported by more than one person that the occupation tortured them in. I ain't gotta go into all that, man. But yeah, you know what I'm saying? Y'all get the point. Man, this right here is wild. All right, but listen, this is Esau, man. And let's go here. Hebrews 12:16. Lest there be any fornicator or profane person, right? And what does it mean to be profane? To be profane means to be outside the temple. And Esau, he's definitely outside the temple, man. All right? This man ain't got no morals. He doesn't operate under the laws, statutes, and commandments of Yahweh Bashem Yahushua. He's the wicked. What does Job 9:24 say? The earth has been given into the hand of the wicked. Well, we know who the wicked is. Or profane person as Esau, who for one morsel of meat sold his birthright. So you know that the man is wicked because he sold his birthright for one morsel of meat. If you sell your birthright for one morsel of meat, you ain't right. You wicked as hell, man. All right? Point blank, period. So this right here shows you what kind of individual that Esau is. The scriptures say that lest there be any fornicator or profane person. Nobody else can compete with Esau when it comes to wickedness. His mind is fully set to do evil, man. All right? And you see all these Edomites walking around with their dogs, man. Like, what do you think that they're doing with these dogs behind closed doors? I mean, listen, I've let's just say that I've heard some things, man. Regarding these Edomites and their dogs. You see, you know what I'm saying, personal stories that were told to me by, you know, people that I deal with. All right, let's just say it like that. But this is how these Edomites get down, man. And in these Israeli prisons, they're using these dogs as a sadistic form of torture. All right, they're using these dogs to sexually torture those Palestinian detainees. And Lord knows what else that they doing in there, man. If they letting the dogs get down, you know what, I ain't even gonna go there, man. I ain't even gonna go there. Yo, we gotta get out of here, man. We gotta get out of here, man. Y'all Bashmi Awashah, Baba Kashah, Baba Kashah, Baba Kashah, man. We gotta get up out of here. Check this out too. Woman who raped underage boy hundreds of times found dead in jail cell after judge refused to give her bail. All right. Now, we don't really gotta get into it like that, but who knows, man? You know what I'm saying? Like the Lord probably sent a spirit of vengeance against her, or he just put the spirit on her to take herself out. But either way, look at that. Look, man. This is Esau right here. Okay? Look at that. This right here is a demon. Look at that pale flesh, man. This is the mark of Cain, man. All right? The Most High has marked you Edomites for destruction. You ain't got no melanin, you ain't got no salt, no flavor, no type of nothing, man. Look, very soon the Most High is going to take all you damn devils out, man. All right? Because you can't get right. You're through. You see that? During her bail hearing earlier this month, the judge refused to reduce her bail from $350,000 to $50,000. Yeah, catch him. So she offed herself, right, while waiting her next hearing. So listen, man. Esau got to go. All right, because these people here, they're the problem with the earth, man. All right, they're the problem of the earth. And this is why the Most High, this is why the Most High is going to do what he's going to do. See, because they are the wicked. We can end off on this right here. You know what? Let me bring this out. Because the Most High has truly raised up the basis of men. Job 30:1. But now they that are younger than I have me in derision. Now this is Job speaking about the Edomites, right? Whose fathers I would have disdained to have set with the dogs of my flock. So Job said, listen, I would not even allow these people to be around my dogs. And we all know why. We know how these Edomites get down when it comes to dogs, man. All right? Dog lovers, if y'all know what I mean. Yeah, whereto might the strength of their hands profit me, in whom old age was perished? For want and famine they were solitary, fleeing into the wilderness in former time, desolate and waste, who cut up mallows by the bushes and juniper roots for their meat. All right, so these Edomites in their natural estate were so low, so base, right, that they were eating a mallow root, man. All right, and this is why these Edomites love marshmallows. That's in their spirit. You see? You know what I'm saying? They was eating mallow root and a juniper root. And them Edomites love that juniper, man. You know what I'm saying? Like I heard an Edomite one time talking about juniper, like talking about, well, if you just if you just steep some juniper in there for about 1 or 2 days, oh, that's the best drink you'll ever have. I'm like, I don't even know what juniper is. I've never seen the actual juniper root, but them Edomites know about that. Why? Because that's in their spirit, man. You see, this is who Job is speaking of. They were driven forth from among men. They cried after them as after a thief. And Yahushua said, what? The thief cometh not but to steal, to kill, and to destroy. And who is that thief? Esau. Right? Yeah, but they were driven forth from among men. You see why? Because they were vile, man. All right? Once again, they don't have no morals. They're just very base, low people that nobody wants to be around. You see? Verse 6, to dwell in the cliffs of the valleys, in the caves of the earth. So Esau, he's the OG caveman. All right? He's the original cave dweller, man. Like, you know what I'm saying? Like you had them old cartoons, Fred, Flintstone and Bedrock. that's really going into Esau's history, man. You see what I'm saying? Because this is where they came from. Right? Even when you go back to Petra, they lived in the rocks, man. Like they lived inside the mountains, in the caves. You see? This is the spirit of the so-called white man. To dwell in the cliffs of the valleys and caves of the earth and in the rocks. Among the bushes they brayed. Under the nettles they were gathered together. So again, they were so base, so low. They ain't even speak words, man. They were braying like a donkey. You know what I'm saying? Like the sound that a donkey or a horse make. Right? Matter of fact, let's go into that word bray. One moment, brothers. Let's go into that word bray. But these Edomites is something else, man. Now they rule over the earth. Now they're the top nation. But they coming down. This is the definition of bray. The loud, harsh cry of a donkey or a mule. You see that? To neigh or to roar. So these Edomites, man, they was grunting, They was screaming it, at the top of their lungs to communicate. This is who the Lord has set over the earth to rule. You see? Under the nettles they were gathered together. They were children of fools. Yeah. Children of base men. They were viler than the earth. So when you go back to that when you go back to this here, right? And this is just one example, because they've done much worse than this. But even what's her name had to admit that this is some of the worst atrocities ever committed in human history, man. Even he had to admit that. But when you look at things like these are vile acts. Why would you train a dog to sexually abuse people, man? Why would you do this unless you're the wicked? See? This is why when you read the scriptures, man, like it's very important to know who's who, because it's very important pertaining to last days prophecy, because these things right here, only one nation is doing things like this, and that's the Edomites, right? Mainly the tribe of Amalek, but all these Edomites get down like that, right? They were violent in the earth, and now am I their song? Yeah, I am their I am their byword. Yeah, so Job says that they were children of fools. Yeah, children of base men, viler than the earth, man. So the most vile or detestable thing in the earth that you can think of, they're worse than that. Slime, poison, mucus. They're worse than that, man. You see? Daniel 4:17. This matter is by the decree of the watchers and the demand by the word of the holy ones, to the intent that the living may know that the Most High ruleth in the kingdom of men, and who giveth it to whomsoever he will, and setteth up over it the basest of men, as we just read in Job 30. They were children of fools, yeah, children of base men. So the Most High has raised up the basest of men to rule over the earth. This is the power that the Most High has. He's raised up the caveman to rule over the planet Earth. And pursuant to Proverbs 29:2, when the wicked beareth rule, which is synonymous with Esau, the people mourn. So everyone is mourning under the rulership of the devil. All right, under the man of sin, the son of perdition. This is who these people are. All right, and they're soon to be destroyed by the Heavenly Father and Yahweh Shai and the hosts of heaven. So you see here, never Trump, political strategist caught attempting to grape underage boy. Republican political operative Joel Searby, who has dedicated the last 8 years to stopping Donald Trump, has been arrested and charged with attempting to meet and molest a young boy. You know what I'm saying? We ain't gotta get into it. Like, y'all get the point. But remember, even months back in D.C. in the Senate, in one of them Senate buildings, there was a senior Senate official and a young upcoming, I guess he was trying to get into the Senate as well, but they was caught on camera getting down and dirty inside the Senate building, man, in the middle of the floor when nobody was around. The cameras picked it up and it was leaked. You see? And they tried to sweep it under the rug, but it still came out. So this is what these Edomites got going on behind closed doors, man. This is their spirit. They're viler than the earth, as the scriptures say. We'll close out on this here. Psalm 37:10. For yet a little while, and the wicked shall not be. Yeah, thou shalt diligently consider his place, and it shall not be. So, like I referenced earlier, Obadiah 1:18. There's going to come a point where these Edomites are not going to exist anymore, man. And it's because of things like this, all right? They were set up to be the sword of the Most High, all right? They were set up to be the embodiment and portrayal of full wickedness upon the earth, man. You see, their purpose was to be the wicked, but in the kingdom, it's not going to be no more wickedness. You see, after they served their captivity, that 1,000 years, there's not going to be no more Edomites on the earth, man. Right? That's why the scriptures say, thou shalt diligently consider his place, because once they're gone, our children are not going to know what an Edomite is. All right, we gonna have museums and we gonna have Esau in there, and our children gonna ask us, well, who is this? What is this? Right? And we're like, what? Well, son, that's an Edomite. That's a caveman. They actually used to rule over us in the former world. All right, and they're gonna be like, him? They used to rule the earth. I'm like, yeah, believe it or not, yeah, they did. You know what I'm saying? It's gonna be crazy, man. You see? But yeah, the place of the wicked shall not be very, very soon. I'm gonna close out here. Lord willing, this was edifying and informative through Rakah Kadash, call halal, Yahweh Bashem Yahushua Bashem Rakah Kadash. And until next time, Lord willing, shalom to the elect. And stay tuned. We'll be back with more.